welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are continuing our progression within the treasure scramble. So overall guys, we're at 1%. We keep teetering back between being rank 100. We were actually at 92 this morning. So we went back to this 1% wins at 50% because we added another team in there. Now in this one guys, we're gonna go over 5 teams that I have within the treasure scramble. I'm gonna show you the layouts that we're doing because right now we are in essentially the third iteration. So this is 1, 2 teams, or 3 teams, 4 teams. Now we're gonna go through and I'm gonna show you all 5 teams that I'm running in here. And for each team, I'm gonna show you the substitutions in here based on the heroes that you do have built. So looking at modifying our progression again, team 1, we are running Yennefer with Brutus. We have Merlin, Albedo, and then we have Peanut in here. Very strong team when it comes to PvP. Now remember, this team is going to have some variations, or this treasure scramble is going to have some variations based on not only the heroes that you have built, but also the debuff or the buff that they provide within here. So again, we're going to be looking at this not having Matria. I do not have Matria built at this point. So right here we do have Yennefer. Now substitutes for Yennefer include running Amelia in here, running Joan, running Ezio within this slot. So a couple different formations, but this is all centered around Brutus. Merlin and Albedo are really key as well. And then we have a star down here, little Peanut. Peanut can be replaced by Rem. We also do have Amelia and Joan. So again, these two positions, position 1 and 5, kind of interchangeable in here, running the winged lion within this formation. Makes it very, very efficient, guys. Again, because I don't have Amelia and Rem really built out to any higher level, this is the team that I'm going to stay on, again, based on the heroes that I have built, plus 30 signature items, which I don't have on my new dimensional heroes, as well as that 9 of 9 furniture, which again, we're kind of missing in there. Looking at our second one, this is the awakened version of Thane. Now, if you don't have Thane, guys, couple other heroes that can work in here. Orin can work in here. That is really the change, the big change in here. Orin can work in there. Athalia can work in there. Now she is utilized in some other formations, but overall guys, this team is built on a couple different heroes. Vathiel, if you don't have Vathiel, Anastal will work in here. That is actually the old way that we used to run in here, running Zolrath in this formation, the awakened version of Thane. And then we do have Zafriel and we have Leica. Now again, looking at these back 3 heroes, you really have Zafriel, Tamaris, Orin, either running Oden or running Mishka would be the sub for these back line heroes. But overall, guys, you want to keep Leica in here with Zolrath. The combination of those 2 heroes together, Zolrath delays the entrance. And then Leica's awe ability gives you the haste buff and the energy buff in here. So these 2 create a really solid cycle in here to really kick off the PvP. And then we are running the Owl in here. Again, a very strong team when it comes to this iteration of the treasure scramble. Now in this one, we are running Belinda. Now overall guys, this team, you can run a couple different heroes in here, but ultimately the only thing you're looking to do within this formation is get Belinda ult. She ults very, very fast. Even when you look at this formation, guys, you have Rowan, so you have potions, you have energy. Energy is going to be fed to Belinda. Now looking at Halos, Halos is going to give his cube right to Belinda. Rain is going to be linked to Belinda, giving her shields, but also giving her energy. Aziz in here is going to cancel ults, but also going to be an energy battery for Belinda. And then Belinda, guys, the only focus here is ulting. And then we do have the Rock Lizard up here. Such a strong formation having Belinda built. And again, these are some of the big priority heroes. Of course, Rain, you want that 3 of 9 furniture, plus 20 signature item, but a really, really strong team overall. Now, when we start getting into team 4, this is a little bit more of a variation. So we have Alna in here with the awakened version of Baden. We have Athalia, we have Mulan, and then we do have Silas. Now, substitutions in here, guys, if you do not have that awakened version of Baden, you can actually drop Lucretia in here. Even if you do not have Mulan, let's say within this formation, you can actually swap Oden in here. You can swap Pharrell in here. There are a couple substitutions. Same with Athalia. If you didn't use Orin in the other formation, he does work incredibly well in here just because of fundamentally similar skill with the targeting. And then Silas in here for the buffs, for the heals, for the mitigation. Very, very strong combination. Now we are running Talisman in here. Strong pet indeed. Then the final formation, guys. Looking at this one, we have the original version of Taylene. Now this one essentially calls for Tarnos, since we do not have Tarnos, guys, this is actually Tarnos' slot. So going down the list of the heroes that you can kind of put in here, and again, we're going to be looking at subbing either slot 1 or 2, is Tarnos and Kanisa and Rook are the real 2 ones that you want to run in here for the priority. But then looking down, we have the original version of Taylene, followed by Orthos, followed by Mishka, followed by Arthur in this formation. Again, that can really sub in slot 1 or 2. If you do not have the awakened version of Solus, which is right here on the top, we have a star, we have Mishka, and we have, again, the original version of Taylene, depending on who you're running. Now, Palmer is really a staple in here, guys. This is where Palmer right back in the middle. And then again, looking at Navy, we have Mishka, we have the original version of Taylene, and we also do have a star in here. So this formation can go a lot of different ways. The Savage Souffle is up here, guys. The energy we get, the crowd control that pet provides is incredibly, incredibly valuable when it comes to the build, guys. So these are the 5 teams that I am running in here. Again, we went through a couple different iterations. Once I feel like Rem and Amelia up a little bit higher, we're going to be swapping some heroes out of here just based on the build. And that is where kind of some of the subs will come in, is if you do not have specific heroes, there are some that you can kind of work around. I know these are not super friendly free to play, but a majority of the heroes have been the best in slot heroes. And even thinking when it comes to, you know, a majority again of these heroes, Brutus and Baden absolutely are huge priorities when it comes to the awakened heroes. Same with Solus, very, very big priority. The awakened version of Belinda, again, a really big priority. But looking, Albedo is staple. Merlin and Yennefer are really staple when it comes to PvP. And of course, we have a star down here in a lot of different formations, a big damage dealer. Running through this one, again, Vithiel. A lot of players do not have Vithiel, but if you did the swap, I know a lot of players, tons and tons of players, went from Wukong to Vithiel, which again, provides an incredible amount of buffs, but also damage factor within here. Zolrath is a staple. Leica is a staple. Zephyriel, not really such a staple, but now players are building Tamarisk, which goes in this slot. And then PvP-wise, guys, the awakened version of Thane is huge. Looking in this one, Rowan, Halos, definitely staple. Rain doesn't need a huge build. Aziz, you can get out of the shop. But again, the awakened version of Belinda is really this team, guys. If you don't have the awakened version of Belinda, actually swapping it up to probably a team that would be comprised of Lucretia and Halos is really strong. Utilizing essentially this team, just a little bit different. So if you don't have Belinda, this one, and I'll just swap it out really quick to show you kind of what it looks like. So a sub to this team is actually running Lucretia in here with Halos again. So kind of the very, very similar build. This runs the twins in the formation. This runs Rowan in the formation. So again, similar heroes. And then running the original version of Aziz. So this would be kind of the sub in here, again, running with that rock lizard. If you didn't have Belinda within this, the awakened version of Belinda, this would kind of be the sub team. And again, guys, PvP wise, a lot of this can go a ton of different ways. That is really one of the big things with the PvP and with the builds, guys. It's very imperative to the heroes that you do possess. Even now, since we've gotten a lot more buffs, I've actually dropped Estrilda out of a couple formations because we have a lot of other buffing heroes. Now, Mulan in here, a lot of crowd control within that formation. If you don't have Mulan, again, Oden or Pharrell will really fit within that crowd control aspect. But Olna is a staple. Baden is a staple, similar to what we see with the awakened version of Brutus. Athalia, really, really strong. And Silas. Athalia has been super effective within the PvP aspect pretty much forever. Even if you look back when she was released, almost 4 years ago, she has been super effective within there. And then, of course, the crowd control with Talisman. And then our final one, guys, again, the awakened version of Solus is still, in my opinion, the #1 priority when it comes to the awakened version of the heroes. We did a couple of alts based on this frontline formation. Palmer is a huge priority to build. Same with Neve. Both of those heroes, super important to build up when it comes to the formations. All right, guys, so that is the 5 solid teams that I'm running. I ran them here in 4, as you can see. Did pretty well. Again, could have made some adjustments in there. But overall, guys, these are the teams that we're going to be running, trying to stay within that top 100. and we keep going kind of back and forth with that. So, all right, guys. So again, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.